Really weird stuff. That's very weird.
Really Weird Stuff is a holistic Twin Peaks podcast. That means we discuss each episode within the context of the series as a whole. In other words, spoilers abound. Welcome to Really Weird Stuff. This is episode 4 of our podcast, wherein we will talk about Twin Peaks Season 1, Episode 3, Rest in Pain. My name is Jessica Baxter.
My name is, I don't know, Annie Malone, Amy Green, whatever.
It's always so natural. And joining us to talk about this episode is my wonderful and observant husband, Chris Brugos.
Hello. I am here.
You're so here. Okay, this episode originally aired April 26th, 1990. It was written by Harley Peyton and directed by Tina Rathborne. So this is kind of the first episode that doesn't really have any direct involvement, I guess, from Frost and Lynch. I feel like they did a good job, though, making an episode that fit in the universe.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I assume it's not like what they did with Star Wars, like that there was an overall story. It wasn't just like, do whatever you want for this episode.
Yeah, I think that they were pretty involved in the overall storytelling.
Introduce whatever lore you want. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Be sure to contradict
exquisite
things.
corpse game.
Did you feel like that there were any deficits in the Frost Lynch tone, or?
I mean, I didn't really have a scary moment.
Yeah. I noticed that the traffic light transition was a full intersection, not just the single traffic light, which is just really interesting to think about. Why is it so much scarier to have a weird close-up from underneath of one traffic light than a sort of wide shot of a dark, empty intersection?
Right.
But it is.
I did sort of notice there was not a lot of kind of Twin Peaksy humor. There weren't a lot of like long shots, like drawing things out and making this kind of an awkward humor at all.
It's more television, traditional television storytelling. This episode's pretty plot-driven. There definitely are some atmospheric moments, but a lot happens, it seems like. And a lot of information is dispensed. Well, let's get into it. It opens on Audrey swaying adorably in front of this fireplace in the Great Northern Hotel. She's listening to Cooper walking down the hall, and she salutes him and says, "Good morning, Colonel Cooper."
That is so funny. The salute and Colonel Cooper, like, what?
Good morning, Colonel Cooper.
Just agent, Audrey. Special agent.
Special agent.
You know, I love these little reminders that she's a little girl who is trying to be a grown-up and is trying to impress him. And he's a little flirtatious, but he's also there for business because he intends to confirm his suspicion that she wrote the letter about Jack with one eye. I guess it's not a letter, it's a note.
Right.
He notices her perfume, he has her write her name, and then he immediately calls her out.
Audrey, there's something you'd like to tell me.
There is.
You slipped this note underneath my door night before last.
I don't really get what she is even doing when she's like, I'm trying to help you. How is it helping him to tell him about One-Eyed Jacks?
Right.
She doesn't even really know if Laura has any connection to it.
I know, it's interesting. She was just trying to play spy, kind of.
Yeah.
She plays spy a lot in this episode. She puts in her whole...
She gets her hair all coopered up.
Slips her hair back all coopy.
She's pretty suspicious of her dad. I think she might suspect that One-Eyed Jacks is his place at this point.
I don't know about that. She knows that he goes there.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if she knows that he owns the place and runs it.
So, she's suspicious of his dad going there and thinks there might be a clue there, I guess.
Yeah, or she is just trying to get her dad in trouble because she hates him, which is fair.
Yeah.
Right.
That's something she would do.
And she does know that he had, like, an unseemly interest in Laura.
Mm-hmm.
She and Laura had a really interesting relationship that's hinted by Audrey, but Laura talks about it in the secret diary. She feels really guilty when she finds out that a horse that she thought Leland had bought her for her birthday was actually purchased by Ben Horn.
Oh.
And Audrey kind of knows the whole time, and yeah, that whole line about, like, he sang to her sometimes.
Right.
There was definitely some weird shit going on that Audrey was well aware of, and it's sad because it kind of kept them from being friends, even though I think they had a quiet understanding about things, and how about it wasn't really Laura's fault that he was so interested in her.
Right.
But it still sucked that, like, she didn't have a dad, kind of, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's an interesting line when he says, I thought you weren't friends. It's just, we weren't, but I understood her better than the rest.
You said you and Laura weren't exactly friends.
We weren't friends, but I understood her better than the rest.
That's a bold statement, I think.
It
I
is.
understood her better than anyone.
I don't know if
I mean,
it's
it's something a
necessarily
teenager...
true, but
No, I
yeah.
don't. I doubt that it's true, but it's interesting that she would feel that way, or if maybe she's acting like she feels that way now. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I believe her. I believe that she feels that she understood Laura.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just because she has that intel, even
Right.
though she doesn't have the full picture of it. That makes her feel like she has that powerful knowledge. I mean, I guess a lot of people in this episode think they know Laura better than other people, and
Right.
a lot of this episode is about how everyone is remembering Laura.
Yeah, I mean, I really like that about this and just the show in general. Cooper really spells it out about how her death affected every single person in this town.
And Leo's line about how, even though he's lying, he's like, everybody knew who Laura was, which is
Yeah.
probably true. The people
Yeah.
who didn't know her at all, really, they were aware of her. She was so busy.
It's an early ACAB moment for me, too, when she tells him Laura worked at the perfume counter, and he's like, oh, just like run out. Harry's like so useless, you know? And he's like, no connection. I mean, you didn't have to know about all the weird stuff, but like, no connection except they worked in the same place. Like, come on, Harry.
Yeah. Just then, Harry and Lucy come into the dining room, and so Cooper kind of politely dismisses Audrey.
Lucy's really funny on her
Yeah.
entrance. She's like skittering around Harry and like kind of peeking over one shoulder than the other for some reason. It's really funny.
Lucy's really good in this whole scene. I think
Bit of
she's
acting
very
by
funny.
her.
She's fun. I think she's having the time of her fucking life, honestly. I think her
Yeah.
job usually is just so drudgingly boring. Opening the mail, answering the phone,
Yeah,
buying
moving the
stale
little
ass
table
donuts.
where the phone is.
Yeah. So I think she's just so fucking stoked to be like
Right.
part of an actual investigation. Which is why she's writing down pretty much everything Cooper says.
My dream is a code waiting to be broken. Break the code, solve the crime.
The code, solve the crime.
He's really funny in this scene. Cooper is. Our favorite waitress, Trudy, shows up. He orders 2 more coffees. He doesn't ask them if they want coffee. He just goes ahead and orders them. He orders a very precise order. Again, coming from anyone else, this would be so annoying, I think.
Right.
Short stack of griddle cakes, melted butter, maple syrup, lightly heated, slice of ham.
Slightly warm the maple syrup. That's so specific and annoying. But then he's like so cute with that whole nothing beats the taste sensation of maple syrup.
Nothing beats the taste sensation when maple syrup collides with ham.
Smack. Yeah, it's a little smack.
I think Trudy loves him in spite of herself. That's my feeling.
Well, she does, like, she repeats the order back just like where a normal person would. She's like,
Yeah.
pancakes and ham, got it.
Just so you know for next time, that's how you
Right,
order it.
yeah. Like, you have to ask for butter when you order pancakes. I mean, obviously they're going to have butter. Come
Well,
on.
this is melted butter. I guess normally you might put a pat of butter on top.
But it's going to melt.
Yeah, so he's being extra. Coop is actually kind
He
of
is
extra.
kind of extra, yeah.
He's charmingly extra, but extra nonetheless. And then he does a funny, again, another thing that would be so annoying coming from most people. They're like, remember how last night you called us and woke us up and said you knew who killed Laura Palmer, but then we had to wait until morning? So who the fuck killed her? And he's like, let me tell you about a dream I had last night.
Harry, let me tell you about the dream I had last night.
Do you know where dreams come from?
Spoiler, I don't know who killed her.
Right.
I can't remember.
I forgot.
You know how you can't always remember every little detail of your dream? That's pretty funny. Yeah, he explains the science behind dreams. He was basically recapping for the audience's benefit all the key points of what happened in that dream. I think it's really funny, too, where he's like, Mike and Bob, and they're like, Mike and Bobby.
Different Mike, different
Different
Bob.
Mike, different Bob. And like how Lucy mouths Bob. Lucy is so into this dream when he's describing it.
Yeah, she was in the dream, too. That's exciting. It'd be really exciting if Coop came up and was like, you were in my dream last night. Oh, really? Tell me all about
I was
it.
wondering, were they both?
I know. I feel like he tells stuff that they didn't show in the
Maybe
dream.
there's more
Because I don't think they
dream.
showed Sarah Palmer when they showed the dream. I don't remember.
No. Yeah, he's kind of talking about the international pilot.
In my dream, Sarah Palmer has a vision of her daughter's killer. Deputy Hawk sketched his picture. I got a phone call from a one-armed man named Mike. The killer's name was Bob.
Mike and Bobby.
No, it's a different Mike and a different Bob. Bob vowed to kill again, so Mike shot him.
Then Andy calls, or whatever, does the
static walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkies in and says there's a fight at the morgue, and Coop immediately knows that it's Albert, who is just so hilarious.
Right.
Oh my god, I just fucking love everything that comes out of his mouth going forward.
The Sultan of Sentiment.
I got compassion running out of my nose, pal.
Have you no compassion? I've got compassion running out of my nose, pal. I'm the Sultan of Sentiment.
I love that. I know. Well, it's usually out of your ears. I like that he went with nose, you know?
I feel like Dr. Hayward is being unreasonable.
Yes.
I think everyone's being unreasonable.
Now, I do not ask you to understand these tests. I'm not a cruel man. I just ask you to get the hell out of my way so that I can finish my work. Is that clear?
To conduct Laura Palmer's body to the cemetery. If you think for 1 minute we're going to leave here without her,
You're out of your mind! All right.
Albert is a little bit ornery, but I get it, though, because for him, time is of the essence.
Right. I mean, his point is you can have a funeral anytime, and I can never run tests on this body again. Also, it doesn't totally make sense, like, if you think about all the timeline, like, why they have to take the body, like, right then. Because Coop wanted Harry to meet him at 7 a.m., and then the funeral's not till afternoon, because they go to the funeral after they meet with Albert, which is at noon. So they can't give him another hour with it.
Plus, it's a fucking closed casket. And they're not burying her right then. The funeral is just for show. She is really in there, but it doesn't matter if she's in there or not.
Right. But also, like, she could be. I mean, if he were a little more reasonable, like, you know what, can you give me another hour with this? I mean, there's just a lot doesn't make sense, too, because how close were Coop and Harry to where the morgue is? And when did Andy call? You know, because it's like...
that fight didn't really start to escalate until right before they got into
right,
so
right.
Like, there's a fight, but
was it...
At that point, it was...
Just this back and forth. Yeah. I mean, were they right in the next room?
It was gonna escalate.
The morgue in the Great Northern.
Or if it was just like, there's a stalemate here. You know, I don't know what to do. They both want the body, and it seems like neither one's gonna...
Yeah, it could have just been that he'd been witnessing it back and forth for some time, and it's like, no one in here can solve this. We need
right.
Which Coop does sort everything out.
Wait in the car, Harry.
The old rustic sucker punch, huh? A hail of bullets would be nice.
That's enough. The sheriff didn't mean anything. He hit me. Well, I'm sure he meant to do that. Albert, I want you to release this girl's body to her family immediately. I want your test results by noon. Those are orders.
I'm not 100% on board with Coop's methods, but I don't know.
Right,
I really think Albert makes great points.
I, however, cannot perform these tests next year, next month, next week, or tomorrow. I must perform them now.
Yeah, I don't know why Coop doesn't even try and work with anybody here. Like, Albert, how much time do you need? How much wiggle room do we have with this? You know, it's like, no, take the body and give me your test results at noon. Like, come on. I mean, he said Albert was the best. Yeah.
I know.
And Harry is
well,
a
it's like,
boob.
be done. I mean, it's not even work faster. It's like, whatever you've already done, that's all you get to do.
Which is so frustrating. It's like, do you want to solve this murder or not?
I thought he
Just
did.
because your boyfriend is getting mad about everything.
Right.
Yeah, Coop's a bit of a loose cannon. He's like, I don't really need forensics. I'm going to figure this out from a dream, and we'll be fine. We don't need...
He's like, I already know who killed Laura Palmer. I just have to remember. All right, I guess. And then Albert launches into a really delightful list of insults for Harry, which are all true.
Right. Ugh,
I just
hate
absolutely
Harry.
love when he says, I don't suffer fools gladly, and fools with badges never.
Yeah.
Fuck
It
yeah.
sounds like Shakespearean, the way he delivers that line. Like,
yes.
So good.
I've had just about enough of your insults.
Oh, yeah? Well, I've had about enough of morons and half-wits, dolts, dunces, dullards, and dumbbells. And you, chowderhead yokel, you blithering hayseed, you've had enough of me.
I mean, these are kind of all Shakespearean insults. Hulking boob, blithering hayseed, chowderhead yokel.
Chowder.
But then it's just really funny that Albert doesn't react at all when Harry winds up.
Oh my god, it's like, wait for it.
I'm gonna hit you, boob.
And then not just that, then calls it a sucker punch.
That's not what a sucker punch is.
Maybe
It is
Albert
not a
doesn't
sucker
get punched
punch.
that often.
Well, no, probably not.
We get punched a lot.
No, but he doesn't always go to backwoods, what have
Right.
you. Where he's from, people just get into word matches.
Or they just let him do his thing.
Yeah. And why doesn't anyone get mad that Harry punches Albert into Laura?
Right! Like, he has no compassion because he wants to figure out who killed her, and then it's like, here.
Yeah.
Although that is fun. I didn't even think of that. That's like a little foreshadow of at the funeral, Leland being on the
Right,
coffin.
it is, because he lands face down on her. That's actually not how he would have landed at all from that punch.
Right, and it's like not a messy fall. Like if that really happened, the table would move or something. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like right now, I'm like perfectly just on
You can
top of
imagine
this.
how they staged it, and it was and someone was like,
Not
"No, it'll
at
look
all.
fine, I promise.
Yeah, right.
We'll fix it in post."
Right. Nobody will be looking at it this closely 25 years from now.
There actually is another messy shot later on when Cooper comes back to the graveyard after dark and sees Dr. Jacoby. The shot of Cooper watching Jacoby, it's like someone's adjusting the tripod while they're shooting. It's really shaky.
Weird.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe there were some problems on set here with
Right.
getting this one out in time. So Cooper, it's really funny that he tells Harry to wait in the car.
Yeah.
He doesn't scold Harry at all. He's just like, wait in the car. Their relationship is so interesting.
But I feel like that's inherently a little bit of a scold. You know, it's like you're in a little timeout.
Yeah. Cooper never tells Harry he did anything wrong.
Yeah.
You can't go around punching people.
No.
Even if they're calling you a series of hilarious nicknames.
Nicknames.
Nicknames, exactly.
This is my nickname. Hulky Boob.
Oh, Cooper tells Albert to have his results by noon. Albert leaves in a huff. Cooper notices Laura's arm dangling and respectfully rests it back on her chest, which is kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're at the Palmer house.
Ugh, man.
Invitation to Love is on. It stars Martin Hadley's Chet and Selena Swift as Emerald and Jade.
Mm-hmm.
Evan St. Vincent as Jared Lancaster and Jason Denbo as Montana. I feel like that Martin Hadley guy does not look like a Chet. To me, that's like a beefcake maybe.
Yeah, like a cowboy.
Yeah. Leland's tie is done up. His collar is very pressed. His hair is very nice. He's kind of emotionlessly staring at the TV, and he's getting an injection from a nurse.
Oh, right, yeah.
I don't know what they're always shooting up the Palmers with so they can act normal wherever they
Right,
go.
well,
but
it doesn't work.
it does not.
If that's what the goal is, it is not working.
It does seem like pre-funeral prep.
Yeah. I like that what he's watching is like about a father writing a letter to his twin daughters saying he's going to kill himself or something, and then his daughter's doppelganger walks in the room.
Yes.
Uncle Leland.
Madeline?
This is Madeline Ferguson, the cousin.
She's my cousin, but doesn't she look almost exactly like Laura Palmer?
And it's Cheryl Lee in a black wig and big round red glasses. And it's interesting his reaction. It seems like he hasn't seen her in a long time. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but either he hasn't seen her in a long time or it's Bob, who's never seen her, and is like, oh shit, she looks just like Laura.
Right. I mean, I don't think he's seen her in a while. Like, I mean, because she does say she didn't know Laura that well. Doesn't she say that?
Yeah, but that's not true. Well, it's not true according to the diary. They hung out. I mean, I guess they didn't know that well, but they spent time together.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, does she live close? I don't even know.
No, she's
right.
from Missoula, Montana.
All right.
She's Sarah's niece. I don't know if...
Sister or brother.
Yeah. So from that side of the family, that's where the Laura Palmer resemblance comes from.
Right.
She says she's so sorry, and they hug, and both cry. And I really am just so fascinated by what's going on with Ray Wise in this
Oh my
situation.
God, he's just so good. Every scene he's in, he is so good.
Yeah. I think at this point, I'm feeling like at least Ray Wise knows when he's Bob.
Okay.
Like, I
yeah.
think he knows. Maybe he and David had a little conversation. that maybe the writers don't even know about. The non-Frosty Lynchness writers.
Yeah.
Because that tie thing, that really is something very, very much to the tie thing.
Well, then the costume people need to know when he's Bob.
No,
They don't need to know. They just need to know
whether
this is
he
what he's
should
wearing
have
in the
a
scene.
Okay.
straight tie or not.
Yeah.
I see.
It could be like he's going to a funeral, so of course he's got his tie done up and
Right.
his collar pressed. As opposed to later when he goes dancing.
Oh my god, he's so good.
Then we're at the Double R Mr. Mooney, as, I don't know, like a parole officer or something.
I guess he's a parole officer, yeah.
Yeah. Telling Norma that Hank's parole hearing is tomorrow, and if she gives testimony that he might be out soon. Apparently he's like a model prisoner.
Yeah, that doesn't really ring true to me that of anybody, that there would be a prison inmate that's like an inspiration to guard and inmate alike. That doesn't sound right.
Mr. Mooney's on the payroll. He's being bribed by Hank. Hank was a model prisoner in the sense that he really knew how to work his way through the prison system and bribe the right people.
Why, other than just to be a total creep, like why is the parole officer asking Norma about how she staves off men?
You're quite a girl, Norma. I'll bet you get all kinds of Romeos in here begging for favors. How do you keep them from your door?
I usually tell him I have a homicidally jealous husband who's doing 3 to 5 for manslaughter. But he expects to be a productive member of society real soon.
Hank is very jealous.
So
that's kind of why, and she probably knows too, that's why her response is like, I just tell them I have a homicidally jealous husband.
Right.
Oh my god, all the cats are being so annoying to me. And then Cooper is just extremely enthusiastic about ducks all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Look at that. Ducks on the lake.
Ducks in a
They
pond,
have
wow.
ducks in Philadelphia? Like, what the fuck?
Right.
He's so into those ducks. They're meeting Leo. They're at the the Johnson residence. Asked him some questions. It's not short for Leonard.
Leo, is that short for Leonard? That's a question? Did you know Laura Palmer? No. How well did you know her? I said I didn't. You're lying. I knew who she was, all right? Everybody did.
I kind of respect Leo's answers to all this, you know. Is
I
that a
sure
question?
do. Leo's definitely an ACAB kind of guy.
Yeah.
The foghorn is really going in this scene.
I've always wondered, like, what's the is like Leo slowly building this house?
Yeah.
Himself, because it's like so incomplete.
This first season only goes for like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not even that slow, maybe.
Right.
Maybe, but there's a lot of it that looks very like permanent, even though it's not done.
Yeah, you're right.
They've got paintings on the wall, even though they have not put the wallpaper up yet.
Right, they mounted the phone and the piece of art
Right.
on a sort of, an unfinished wall.
Mm-hmm. And other walls are just plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of framing in plastic. Right. He's just always too busy cleaning his shoes to finish the house project. And I guess, like, Shelley can't exactly nag him about it.
Right.
Yeah, he's chopping wood instead of hanging drywall.
Like, the framing is done, Leo. Jesus, move on.
Right.
We find out that the reason he called Shelley from Butte, quote unquote, was to create an alibi for himself.
Right.
Cooper lists some of his past charges. One of them is aggravated assault that was dropped, which sounds an awful lot like a Shelley situation, which is really sad. Harry's just utterly useless again. I don't even know why he's here.
Right.
He just follows Cooper around and gives, like, bad reads of situations and punches people. Then we're at the church or something.
Yeah, I don't know where they are. They must be at their house.
We're at the Briggs home.
Yeah, because at the end his mom comes in, like,
Yeah.
let's go.
It seems like a church, but it's actually the Briggs home.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is weird for several reasons. The giant crucifix. I do like the way Bobby's fucking with it. He's like really fucking with it like a teenager or like a child. And the way he jumps when Garland walks in, like, I wasn't touching your shit. Then they're sitting at like a table or something, and there's a big ashtray on the table. Why is there an ashtray if no one's supposed to be smoking in that house?
I think that was still the days where like people smoked in people's houses.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't weird to have an ashtray.
No.
And I think like he does
It was for
smoke.
company.
Well, also, I mean, I think like Bobby smokes and they don't really like it, but they look the other way, or sometimes he just he smokes outside, and I mean, this is 1990, you know?
And it was in Twin Peaks, not like in Seattle. Maybe more people smoked.
It seems like
Who
Betty
smokes in this show?
Betty
I
and
guess all the kids, pretty
Sarah
much.
smokes.
Yeah.
And
there
Betty
you go.
Briggs and Sarah are friends, so maybe Sarah comes over and it's Sarah's ashes.
Right. Oh, Shelley smokes. Shelley and Leo smoke. Not that they're going to that
Shelley's
house,
not
but
going
you
to
know,
the-
right?
yeah,
But I mean, well, he just said who smokes in this show.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. Audrey. Sometimes. It's a 2-shot, and they're both facing the camera. And Garland never really looks at Bobby throughout the scene, but Bobby looks at his dad a bunch of times angrily.
Right.
Garland seems, even though he's so chill, like he also seems kind of uncomfortable talking to his son.
Yeah.
He's very formal. That's just how he speaks.
Yeah, but it seems like a formality would be like, you know, you make strong eye contact.
Yeah, okay. So he's...
And it's also kind of, you know, it makes you, every time they have a conversation, you always think about, if you've seen this series before, their ultimate, most beautiful scene where they're in the double R, sitting across from each other in the booth, and they have that beautiful moment. Like, that's such a breakthrough because they've had all these interactions where it's so awkward.
Right. Well, maybe that's what they're trying to show, how he's trying and failing to connect with Bobby this whole time.
I do just absolutely love a Garland Turner phrase.
I could listen to Garland all day.
It's a lot to look at in that scene, too, because Bobby's kind of playing with the lighter and, like, burning his hand. And not blinking.
He's really moving around a lot, and
Yeah.
Garland's very still and stoic.
Right.
I just, oh my god, I really love Dana Ashbrook's acting in this episode.
Yeah, he's really good.
I love it. You're an ongoing disinclination to enter fully into meaningful exchange. Sometimes it's the best course available.
I know, I do love, he's like, I'm not afraid. I'm going to turn it upside down.
Son, don't be afraid. We'll all be there together.
I'm not afraid of any damn funeral. Afraid? I can hardly wait. Afraid? I'm gonna turn it upside down!
I do love it.
I
He's
really-
yelling at Garland, and then Betty comes in.
She's like, let's go.
Everybody ready?
Hey, I didn't hear that yelling.
Right, exactly, from Betty. They have their methods, I guess.
Right.
I feel like Garland and Betty are kind of a unified parenting front.
Yeah.
It's not easy having a teenager.
Right, I'm sure it's not easy having a teenager who was already mixed up in a bunch of stuff, and then his girlfriend was just brutally murdered. And you also don't know that he just killed a guy a couple days before that.
Let's not forget Bobby killed a guy.
Bobby killed a guy.
It's so easy to forget Bobby
It's so
killed a
easy to
guy.
forget about that. He gets away with that murder, I think.
He for
I
sure
think
does.
I don't think it even haunts him, really.
Maybe it does subliminally. It's like always in the back of his mind when he's yelling at people. I think it's in the back of his mind in like the previous episode too when he's talking to Leo. And even though he's scared of Leo, he's also kind of thinking like, I can stand up to Leo though because I did kill it.
Right, and it's also another layer, like every time he tells James, you're a dead man, you know, which I know is not just this episode. There's part of me that's like, I really could kill somebody. Like, I have killed some, you know?
I'm capable of it.
Right. I mean, like, it's a normal thing, like, teenagers fighting, like, I'm going to kill you, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, it's a little extra layer when he did kill a guy very recently.
It was like a week ago. At the police station, Hawks says there's still no sign of the one-armed man. And Harry tells Coop that Hawk's a tracker, which explains why he gave up so easily at the hospital
Right.
when the one-armed man went behind one door.
Right.
It's like, I
Yeah,
guess
lost
he's
him. Left.
Harry says, if anyone can find him, Hawk can. So I guess no one can find him. They're there to meet Albert in the interrogation room, so it must be noon.
Yep.
He's ready to give his report. He's found cocaine in the bag and in her system, no surprise. 2 kinds of twine embedded in her wrists. He could tell where she was tied back.
Sometimes my arms bend back.
And then it is a super fucked up description of what happened, why there was pumice residue on the back of her neck.
The killer washed his hands and then leaned in for a kiss. Like this.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that is a little strange. I don't think he needs to do the win in for a kiss and mime it. I think that's a jump.
Yeah, he's the best though.
Yeah.
Like you can envision it.
Right.
But he also might be showing off a little bit.
Right. Or trying to, like, freak out Harry, I think.
Yes.
Because it does work.
Yeah, Harry does that, like, good lord.
Right.
He doesn't like that. And then there's claw marks and bites on her shoulders. He shows the video. It's really funny when Harry says, an animal.
Right. Like, yeah, what else has claws, Harry?
Distinctive wounds found on Laura's neck and shoulder appear to be claw marks, bites of some kind.
An animal.
Look, it's trying to think.
I mean, Albert is really restrained throughout this scene, but he can't help but get a little dig in there.
Right. I know, I do appreciate that they are both ignoring each other, but then like it's trying to think. That's pretty funny.
It's great. And I love Albert's line, too, about a couple of days more with the body and who knows what I might have found.
Yeah, I mean, fair. Even a couple hours more, he could have found something.
Right.
What would he have found?
More. I don't know.
Like what?
Maybe some hair. Maybe any DNA from Leland.
Right. I'm surprised I didn't find any DNA.
Was this...
I guess I made it too easy.
Was DNA evidence testing a thing yet in 1990, though?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, I feel like the first time we heard about it was like the O.J. Simpson trial.
Right, which is
and that was a few years later.
Yeah. Well, if anyone
would
have had the
Albert would have
forefront,
known.
They would have at least mentioned it, you know.
Yeah, something. Fibers from a shirt. Could only be
Who
sold at
knows?
such and such a place.
Who knows what he could have found.
Yeah.
Shoe polish.
Cooper doesn't say thank you, which I think is rude. Because Albert did bust his ass to get that
Yeah, he came a long way.
He hasn't probably slept much or rested much at all. I bet he
Right,
didn't
wasn't
have
it an
time
all-nighter?
for a leisurely piece of pie at the Lamplighter Inn.
Yeah.
Albert asks Coop to sign an assault report, and Cooper is like, how dare you speak that way about my boyfriend? I will not sign that.
I know, and it's like really condescending, preachy, like
Yeah,
Twin Peaks
it's
is a place where human life has meaning.
I have only been in Twin Peaks a short time, but in that time I have seen decency, honor, and dignity. Laura Palmer's death has affected each and every man, woman, and child because life has meaning here, every life. That's a way of living I thought had vanished from the earth, but it hasn't, Albert. It's right here in Twin Peaks.
Sounds like you've been snacking on some of the local mushrooms.
It's a little much,
It's
even
a
though
lot.
I love Coop. This is like, you're pushing it, Coop.
With your behavior towards these good people, consider yourself lucky I do not file a report of my own that could bury you in a building so deep in Washington you'd never see the sun.
He really is.
It's like you've been here like 2 days.
I really think Albert calls it when he's like, you've been snacking on the local mushroom.
Right.
And Cooper hates that. He won't admit it. He's like, just for that, I'm going to buy some property here.
Right.
It is 12:27 p.m. I may look into purchasing a piece of property at what I assume will be a very reasonable price.
That whole message for Diane is really not useful because he doesn't like say where he's going to buy the property. He's just like, Diane, I'm going to buy some property.
Well, he wants you to, yeah,
For a
see
reasonable
what he
price.
has. Right, it's also weird how he acts. Like, what is he even saying? Like, okay, Twin Peaks is this special little place where people are still decent, but also there's this, like, seamy underbelly that you have discovered immediately, you know? Like, people running drugs and getting murdered
That's probably
and
exactly what he's
all
looking
this
for,
stuff
I
going on with Ronette and Laura and when you know what I mean? It's like...
Intrigue. It's fun. He's having a blast.
He loves it, yeah. He would love to live in the Blue Velvet neighborhood as well.
Right.
Definitely.
I mean, he did when he was, finding a toe there. You could tell how excited Cal McLaughlin's character was.
Yeah, there's something to that.
Yeah.
It's funny, I like to think about the Diane from The Return receiving these messages.
Right.
And being like, fuck you, Coop.
Right.
that's the right response to this particular message.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, look into my pension. Yeah, fuck you. Like,
Right.
That's not my job.
Yeah.
Right.
What my job is. But
What is Diane's job? It is like not, but based on all this stuff Coop says.
She schedules things for him and she deals with his expenses. His
Definitely his
business
expenses,
whatever,
yeah.
But, yeah. Look into my pension plan. That does seem like you're pushing it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we are at the Hurley house, and we get a little glimpse of Nadine's weird
Her treasures.
ceramic menagerie. There's a ballerina, there's a boot, there's a lady with an eye patch.
Love that.
Yeah, that is really great.
I want to think that she drew that on
the
herself.
patches on.
Mhm. It's just one. I know, that's a lot of restraint.
Didn't somebody get thrown through that porcelain case thing later?
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly.
When her, like, super strength
But, yeah,
kicks in.
exactly. I think it's Mike. Mike gets thrown
Mhm.
through all those porcelain treasures.
Yeah, different Mike.
Different Bob.
And she's got a new one. Ned notices she has a new one. And it's not
Isn't
really
it
clear
beautiful?
what the fuck it is.
Well, I don't know.
Like a tree with
yeah,
copper leaves.
that's what I thought it was supposed to be.
Made of wire.
I don't know where she gets these things. And then she doesn't remember who James is for some reason. I mean, I guess maybe fair.
James who?
I kind of like that. James who?
I know, I love that.
My last name?
Same last name as us. I mean, I do like she's acting like they got it on the night before.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It is.
I do like the love me. Sure thing.
You bet.
You bet.
You bet.
It's great.
And then she's like, how do I look? And he's like, you look fine.
Right.
Oh, Ed, why does anyone love you?
Right, it's not clear.
And then James comes in and shut the fuck up, James.
Oh
because
my gosh.
I'm not going. It's Laura, James. I can't. I just can't. James!
You got to shut the fuck up, James. He comes all the way there just to say, I'm not going.
I can't
Right, can't. Even though I've now realized that I've loved Donna all this time. Ugh, it's like hair flying. It's like, I can't do it. I just came here to tell you I'm not going.
Now I'm picking up my bike and ride again.
You're definitely going. You just
It does go. I know. It's like, ugh.
He sure does go.
Gosh, James.
Ugh. He's the worst. You got to shut the fuck up, James. Fuck Me Gently with a Chainsaw. Did you know Annie Malone and Jessica Baxter have another podcast with Christina Barr? It's called Paid in Puke. They discuss female-driven films through a Heathers theme. Movies like Promising Young Woman, Josie and the Pussycats, Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, Carrie, and of course, Heathers. Check it out wherever you get your podcasts. I promise it'll be very.
Lick it up, baby. Lick it up.
Back at the Great Northern, Audrey's climbing into her spy hole.
Also, like, why did Audrey change clothes like 2 hours later?
She's wearing her funeral garb.
Right. I know. It's just funny, like, why did she get all dressed up by 7 a.m. to meet Coop?
She didn't want to wear her funeral outfit.
I guess. And she cooped up her hair.
She just has so many great clothes. She's like, I
Yeah.
can cycle through them. She sees Dr. Jacoby trying to convince Johnny not to wear his headdress at the funeral. Sylvia's talking about, like, how she doesn't know what to do. Sylvia is not into
She
Johnny.
cannot deal, yeah.
She really can't deal with him.
You do it then. Am I going to have to call Dr. Jacoby every damn time I have a problem with Johnny?
Jacoby's actually really good with Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he later on says he doesn't give a fuck about anybody. And then we get a nice wind through the trees transition, which I think is probably just a recycled shot.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die.
Reverend Clarence Brocklehurst is the name of
Oh,
that
wow.
character.
He kind of looks like Ted Cruz to me. When they first show him, I'm like, I always have this jarring thing. I'm like, ugh, Ted Cruz.
Ew.
I know, well.
Yeah. So who's at the funeral? There are a bunch of randos at the funeral, but we've also got, of course, the Horns, Maddie and the Palmers, Mike.
Right. The
Supporting his
Haywards.
best friend, the Haywards, the Lock Lady's like right up front.
I didn't notice actually whether Harriet or Gersten were there.
They're not!
No.
Tell me where, oh, where is Gersten? I did extra special look, and they are not there.
All right.
Hashtag where's Gersten?
She's off trying to get her name changed. Oh, good.
She's trying to get emancipated from this
Right.
family.
I mean, Exhibit A, this is my name, Gersten.
Oh my god. The Hurleys, of course, Hawk and Coop and Andy and Pete and Catherine and Donna's wearing like a derby hat.
Yeah, she is.
I think Donna looks great. I love this look for Donna.
She does look very pretty, but
Yeah.
I really don't get the hat.
Yeah, this is
The
a
hat's
strange
all wrong
hat.
for this occasion.
It says like a Kentucky Derby hat.
Yeah.
It is
She
something
doesn't
like
have a lot of hats.
It's also something like you could see a teenage girl would think, oh, you have to be formal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, teenagers get stuff wrong a
That's
lot.
fair,
you know?
yeah. She's like, it's like going to church, maybe.
She
And
has
it kind of is.
No lines in this episode, just The hat does all the talking.
Yeah, that's true.
The service is really sing-songy and repetitive.
About God, die with the Lord, live with the Lord.
It made me think of the Princess Bride wedding service. Because it's just, really like...
Death! Death is what brings us
together today. Death, that blessed arrangement.
Yeah, and it is a bunch of bullshit about how when you die, you get to be with the Lord, so that's pretty cool.
But like you're supposed to live with the Lord before you die with the Lord or something.
And the only thing I think is really interesting about this, other than it makes Bobby give a really awesome speech, is for none of us liveth themselves and no man but the dead, but if we live unto the Lord, and if we die unto the Lord. I don't know. It just made me think of, in The Return, when Cooper meets Laura in the Red Room, and he says, but you're dead, and she says, I am dead, yet I live.
But Laura Palmer is dead.
I am dead. Yes, darling.
Oh.
Like, that was echoing in my mind as I was listening to Reverend Clarence Brocklehurst. And then, he gets all personal about Laura, and he for sure didn't know her at all.
And I, like the rest of you, came to love her with that special love that we reserve for the headstrong and the bold. Laura used to say that I talk too much. I'll not make that mistake today.
Bold and headstrong.
He basically calls her a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that special love you reserve for the headstrong and bold.
But she was sure pretty.
Right.
She
I
was
think he does say
impatient.
bright, yeah.
Yeah, for her life to be in.
It's kind of negging in there.
Yeah, I like that he says she used to say that I talk too much. It's
Right.
like, yeah, she was right.
I also love that Laura felt comfortable saying that to the...
He's probably always preaching at her.
She was busy. She didn't have time to listen to his sermons.
Yeah, totally. And then Johnny says amen. And I love this moment because this is such a priest thing to do, where he's so happy that Johnny said amen.
Amen! Amen!
Thank you, Johnny.
Oh, and also Johnny's got a copy of Peter Pan.
No.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
What's that signify to you?
Well, I mean, there definitely is the native aspect to the Peter Pan story. So maybe they're trying to say, like, that's where his reference is for what
That's why he wears the headdress.
indigenous people are like, yeah.
Can Johnny read?
They say
He's
he
in
had
third grade,
a third
right?
grade
So-
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Third graders can read.
He can read Peter Pan. But what is also interesting, in The Secret Diary of Laura Palmer, she says that, I guess it was a couple years before, she kind of started tutoring him when she was 13. And she said he can't really say more than like 3 words.
Right.
And she didn't list amen as one of them, so I don't know if that's supposed to be like a miracle that he says amen. But then Bobby screams it.
Yeah.
Quite spectacularly.
Amen!
And I absolutely love his speech.
Bobby rules in this scene.
Yeah.
You damn hypocrites make me sick! Everybody knew she was in trouble. But we didn't do anything. You wanna know who killed Laura? You did! We all did.
You want to know who killed Laura?
We all did,
We all
right.
did, yes.
Yeah, like Bobby rules in that scene. And then James drools, obviously, as usual. Bobby rules, James drools. But, like, why does that bother James so much? You know, that he said we all knew she was in trouble and we didn't help her. Why should that make James so angry? Other than that James just sucks, you know?
He's defensive about that. Like, he was someone who
Truth
should have helped her.
hurts.
Was
Shoot
with
the
her that
messenger, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, exactly.
It's his guilt, I guess.
He's guilty. He feels guilty.
And
he looks like a
lashing
moron.
out.
Like
He
his
looks
coat
so-
doesn't fit for some reason. He wears the same coat, but
That
in
was
this
the
case,
style. It was supposed to be short.
it looks like it's too big on him. Like his arms aren't long enough for it. It's really. I don't know. He looks even dumber than normal. Maybe I assume on purpose.
I don't know.
I
He just
don't
always
know.
looks so dumb to me. Dumber than normal it's a hard bar.
It's infinity, John. There isn't.
I also really like Bobby's line.
And pretty words aren't gonna bring her back, man, so save your prayers. She would've laughed at them anyway.
So save your prayers because she would have laughed at them. And like it's right after that James runs at him.
Right.
No, that's so true. She absolutely would have. Why are people mad at Bobby for telling the truth?
I feel like it's only James who's mad. I mean, I feel people are trying to like...
I think everyone like him to just shut up and let
it's
the
more
theater
like
all be quiet.
Yeah, it's like mind the vibes here, but like I think it's just James who's mad about it.
And he wasn't even gonna come.
Right.
He can't.
I can't.
Can't do it.
I came here to tell you I'm not coming. Dude.
They come at each other, and I guess they're immediately pulled apart. And then
I feel like Mike looks
down.
super dumb in this
Mike
scene
does
too.
look super dumb. His hair flapping.
It's all slow motion, like I know.
Yeah, I like the slow motion.
But Harry actually never misses a moment to manhandle Bobby, so he's right in there. And Hawk is helping. And Ed's got James, his precious nephew.
Right, James who?
James who?
And then right after that, Leland just flops onto the coffin. And it is kind of funny the way he flops onto the coffin. It goes haywire.
The thing's going haywire.
The whole thing is gone haywire.
And Sarah screams at him, "Don't ruin this too."
Don't ruin that too!
Which is an interesting statement.
That is very interesting.
Like how you ruined our family by murdering our daughter.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty big party foul.
Right.
Not cool.
It's also funny, like, don't ruin my child's funeral. Like, I feel like that's also at infinity level, you know?
For sure.
What's the good version of your 17-year-old daughter's funeral? I don't know that there is one.
I don't think there is.
I think your baseline is ruined.
It's just what happens. That's,
right.
It's kind of suck.
Yeah.
Then we get the full intersection traffic light transition to the double R where Shelley's being kind of cold.
Shelley, my God, I know.
I love it.
Here's the guy, right? Here's the father. And this is his daughter in the coffin. Boom.
The guys at the counter love it.
The counterculture there at the double R loves it.
Yeah. Counterculture. It's like Statler and Waldorf.
Like, oh, my baby's where?
I mean, maybe they tip
I needed that.
For
It's like,
vaudeville.
It's super awkward that Leland is kind of humping the grave. It's sort of
awkward.
It sort of defuses that feeling a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The very next scene is
for the viewers.
Yeah, Shelley being pretty funny.
That's true, and it does give Shelley kind of a good opportunity to do something other than be scared of Leo.
Right.
Ed is super annoying in this scene.
What else is new?
Ed is sitting in a booth with Harry and Hawk, and they're waiting for Coop to show up. They invited Coop down, and Harry made some sort of bet with Ed about whether or not Coop will know that Ed and Norma have a relationship.
Yeah, I don't really understand that. Like, that's what the bet was about?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I think it's because Ed is basically saying, like, I don't trust Cooper. And then Harry's probably like...
Oh, right. He says he's not one of us. Right?
Yeah. But Harry's probably like, no, he's, like, really great and really intuitive, and he knew about me and Josie, and he's going to know about you and Norma.
Okay.
I'll prove it to you.
Right.
We'll make a bet. It's like, it's stupid. It's not really proof, but that's the kind of thing Harry would think is proof.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as soon as he says that, then he's like, well, pie's on you, Ed. So that bet was settled as soon as he says you're in love with Norma.
Right.
That was definitely the bet.
So they also brought Coop there to bring him in on the Bookhouse Boys subplot.
Yeah.
And the drug running across the Canadian border with the Renault boys. Someone's been selling drugs to high school kids. That's anybody's jurisdiction, says Ed incorrectly.
Right. Disagree. Agree to disagree, Ed. That's a real neighborhood watch kind of mentality.
Oh my God, it really is. Also, I think Coop's line is iconic.
This must be where pies go when they die.
But also, if you think about it, like, why would a pie want to go to a diner when it dies? Where it can just be eaten every day for eternity.
Maybe that's what a pie wants.
Do pies want to be eaten?
Yes, that's the pie religion.
I think he just meant this is pie heaven.
Yes.
What you don't want as a pie is to be
heaven.
left out on a table with 50 other pies.
Yes.
You don't want days old pie.
You don't want to be like those donuts.
Exposed
Those
to the
donuts
air.
are in purgatory.
Yeah. Donuts go to the police station to die, and it's a horrible eternity. And they also tell him about the darkness in the woods. And Cooper is so fucking into it. He's like, yes, darkness in the woods, secret societies.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Man.
Tell me more.
I'm buying some land here.
Yes.
And I already know your secret little hell finger to the eye.
Oh my god. Yeah, what is it? Who is that for? Like, what? They're all together.
You say it every time you mention the Bookhouse Boys, just so you know who else knows, which is going to be everyone.
Right.
It's fairly obvious.
Oh, is it that stupid shit you do with your finger? Is that for the Bookhouse Boys?
Hey, look at my
Stop saying
Bookhouse
Boys. You
Boy.
don't touch my eye every time you say that.
You're not supposed to know. It's a secret society.
Yeah. The Bookhouse was not my favorite plot point in this show.
No, nor mine. I mean, it's basically just like cops who are extra above the law, which is definitely not our favorite thing. Like, you guys already barely work within legal channels.
Yeah.
Also, other Bookhouse Boys members are James and Joey, so
right.
I don't like who they let into this club.
The next generation of Bookhouse Boys.
God, Jesus. They have Bernard Renault, another Renault. There's more Renaults than there are fucking Hemsworths.
Do you want to redo that one?
Bernard in his crazy French accent. And like how he's like, that was my personal cocaine, an ounce of cocaine. I believe it. When you're addicted to cocaine, you go through a lot.
You go through a lot. Like, why not have an ounce? You're gonna be like,
I have no idea how much an ounce of cocaine. Like, is it like this much, or is it like this? Probably more like that.
It's like this much.
Oh, that's a lot.
Like a brick.
Wow.
It's not like it's gonna go bad. I know he's lying, but it's just...
You buy in bulk. It's always more reasonable to buy in bulk.
You might as well. It will go up somebody's nose. It's not going to go to waste.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I'm going to quit cocaine now.
Right.
I'm a Renault. We don't quit cocaine.
We certainly don't. He kind of rats out Jacques, but not exactly, because it's the setup. And Jacques sees what's called the bust light at the Bang Bang Bar and gets Leo, who's once again cleaning his shoes. And then Shelley intercepts Leo, and he basically says, none of your business. She's like, great, because I had some shit to hide in a book panel.
One of the many hiding spots in Twin Peaks that we get to see this episode.
This is a bad hiding spot, I think.
Yeah, it seems like it comes loose really easily.
Yeah.
It's probably not finished yet. Nothing in that house is done.
She hides a gun, and that's where she's...
Oh, yeah, there are. That's right. Or Audrey has her little hiding spot, and then Catherine's thing. Oh, yeah.
Definitely the motif of this episode is little hiding places. That's one of them. Hiding places and...
Funeral.
And the way people remember Laura. Then we're at the Blue Pine Lodge with Harry and Josie, and they're having a conversation. Again, a two-shot with both of them facing forward, sort of. He's, like, leaning over her shoulder from behind while they're having this conversation. Just a really...
It's like a mid-make-out conversation.
Normal way to...
I feel like it's just like a sort of, like, cuddle, snuggled chat, I guess.
He was kissing her neck or something.
I guess,
like,
yeah.
I think Catherine might want to murder me.
Yeah, this is when he's most suggestible.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
That's Josie's whole thing. It's
Yes.
like, I'm seducing Harry
For
to
the
help.
protection.
Yeah, to help me. And to not suspect me.
Which, is unnecessary because Harry is the worst.
He won't. Don't worry. He never does. Till the very end. And even a little bit afterwards.
He's like like the Seattle police. He's not going to catch any of the criminals.
No. He's just going to punch people who don't deserve to be punched. This scene also reminds me of this meme I saw that was really funny to me. It was like, I swapped Josie and Harry's hair, but then they didn't really. But it just makes you notice that they do have a very similar hair.
Yeah.
But it's not exactly the same, but it's real similar. It's just kind of funny when couples
Yeah.
have the same hair.
In this scene, her hair is not very slicked. They used all like the slick hair on Audrey.
Yeah, they ran out
of hair slick.
Yeah. She says, Catherine and Ben might want to hurt me. I heard Catherine on the phone talking about it, which is a lie, I think. We never see her that happen. I mean, she's definitely a liar, so I think this might be her manipulation. But Catherine is plotting against her and listening in on the intercom. And Josie, come on, do you not know what the fucking intercom is for?
Right.
It's right above Harry's head.
Right.
I'm surprised that she isn't trying to be a little sneakier than that.
I think the intercom doesn't normally just go on.
Yeah, like you're supposed to press
you have to
it.
press a button, but I assume that it's been rigged by Catherine. so that she can hear
For
whatever.
listening.
Yeah,
She like
so-
reversed the intercom.
Yeah, exactly.
into a baby monitor.
Right. She had a handyman come in and turn it into a baby monitor.
Okay, fair, alright.
The handyman's like, whatever you want.
Josie tells Harry about the ledger, the 2 ledgers, and he opens the
Oh my
one that's
God.
in there and says immediately, there's nothing
Immediately,
unusual
right.
about this.
Like, what are
Yes,
you...
there's no way he could know
immediate-
that.
Yeah, there
About
really
are you
is not.
an expert of the finances of a mill?
Right. I know.
Harry could be looking at like a signed confession and still be like, I don't see anything here.
That doesn't look like anything to me.
Yeah, nothing unusual.
And Catherine's hiding the second ledger in a removable junk drawer, which I think
Right.
is kind of brilliant, and I love it. And she busts Pete on colluding with the Merry Widow.
Yeah, that's really funny.
Yes.
Mary is the first thing that comes to mind when you say Josie. I'm like,
Merry Widow.
very apt nickname.
What is a Merry Widow? A Merry Widow is like a kind of clothing, right? It's like a piece of,
Yeah.
it's like a corset.
Yeah, it's hot.
That's what.
Yeah. It's what, in Deadwood?
Trixie?
No, the Merry Widow. When she gets it on with, not Raylan, oh my god. Jesus. Bullock.
Bullock, right.
What's her name? The widow.
Garrett.
The widow Garrett.
The widow Garrett.
Yeah, she's wearing the Merry Widow corset. It's removed so they can boon.
What is a Merry Widow corset? How is it different from another corset?
I think it goes a little bit lower. Like, I think you're supposed to be seen in a Merry Widow, you know, in something like a burlesque dancer or something, whereas a corset is just like an undergarment that's just meant to make you be super skinny.
Okay.
It does go over your hips.
Yeah, like you would wear it with like garters and stockings or something.
Because you're ready to be fun.
I don't know why I thought you guys would know, but you did.
Then we're at the graveyard where Cooper went back because he just knew someone was going to show up after dark. And indeed, it's Jacoby, for some reason, draping the trench coat over his shoulders instead of putting it on.
Wow, he's so extra. Oh my God.
He is really extra. He's got this crazy
His
hat.
fashion sense is...
I do not.
They definitely went for something with him.
Well, it's good. It really showed. Like, because every time you just take one look at him, like, I'm exhausted looking at him every time. It's like you know exactly what you're going to get from that guy. I know. The, like, 2 different color lenses.
Yeah. Although that means something.
I hate you.
He still hasn't really worn them.
But, I mean, he does at some point, and...
Didn't he in the
It's tiring.
pilot? Or the first episode?
No.
Huh. But yeah, you read about what they... It's like bringing the 2 sides of your brain together.
Yeah.
So that you can see things in, like with emotion and intellectually at the same time or something like that.
Yes. I think that's...
It's like emotional
very well,
3D glasses or something.
Right.
Yeah.
That's his theory.
He delivers an actually very heartfelt speech to Coop. It makes me actually kind of feel for him almost in a little way. Just because, like, how much Laura touched him.
I thought nothing, no one, could ever reach me again. Laura changed all that.
It is a nice contrast to the Reverend Booger Hatch or whatever.
Yeah.
The undertones of what he was saying was that Laura was a pain in the butt. But the undertones of what Jacoby's saying is like, she was the best. Like,
Yeah.
she was better than all of us.
Yes, absolutely. And she seemed to trust him with information. I mean, she wasn't completely forthcoming with him, but she seemed to trust him with some information that is kind of telling about his character too. Because she was throwing a lot of secrets.
She's filled with secrets.
Yeah.
And her arm's been back.
Sometimes. Oh yeah, he's also wearing like a crazy rope knot instead of a tie. I can't even figure out what the hell's going on with that.
It was over a turtleneck, which is such a weird look.
Yeah.
Rope knot? Like a bolo? I just noticed he had like
It's
such
not
a
like a
strange
bolo
necklace
exactly.
on.
Like there's a lot of bolos in this town, and there are a lot of bolos.
What?
At the
There's
funeral.
a lot of bolos in this town?
There are.
In Twin Peaks or this town?
In
What do you-
Twin
Twin
Peaks.
Peaks. Yeah, wears a bolo.
I never noticed.
But at the
There's a
funeral,
lot of
there's a bunch of
bolos.
bolos too. Oh, and in the Bang Bang Bar at the end, when everyone's dancing, there's like 2 people wearing bolos.
There's a lot of bolos in this town.
There are.
That's funny. Bolo is like a term for that eBay resellers use. That means be on the lookout.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like a bolo is an item that if you find it, buy it because it's going to sell.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's a lot of bolos in this town.
No, it doesn't seem like it. Not from that definition.
Well, you know, vintage stuff sells, so.
Yeah.
Sure. There's like weird phones or something.
Sweaters, ugly sweaters. Oh yeah, that's an interesting thing about Donna is that not only does she not have any lines, but she's actually wearing like a kind of cute outfit.
It's beautiful.
It's not just her makeup.
Yeah, Brugos is really feeling Donna this episode.
Yeah, I guess her best friend should die more often.
Wow.
Fashion.
It suits her.
Well, she's just cozy up to Maddie.
Although I do like her. I like her future look too, when she gets all weird and visits James in the prison. But we'll get to that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
She like smokes and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember.
It kind of reminds me of that scene in The Great Muppet Caper.
Yeah, when Miss Piggy was Kermit in prison.
Yeah. I guess it's kind of a trope, but those are my reference points. Twin Peaks and The Great Muppet Caper.
That's all you need.
Yeah. We'll get to that, though. That's a future episode. For now, we are back here with Coop and Hawk at the Roadhouse. Have a little conversation about souls.
Mm-hmm. Waking souls that give life to the mind and the body. A dream soul that wanders.
Dream souls. Where do they wander?
Faraway places. The land of the dead.
And definitely in this show, souls for sure fucking exist.
Right.
So, a lot of the lore for the show comes from Hawk's heritage. Something to do with your heritage. So the Blackfoot legend believes that, he says several, but then he just describes two. And then it's a kind of a pretty good toast, actually. Laura's in the ground, that's the one thing I am sure of. And then they toast, and Coop says Godspeed. That's
yeah, I really like that.
To Laura. Godspeed.
Right before Leland comes in.
Leland.
With his collar undone.
Uh-oh.
The swinging tune comes on, and he starts dancing.
Oh my gosh.
Barely at first, but then quickly breaks down.
Dance with me! Please. Please. Somebody dance with me!
Leland.
God, he just does losing it so well. Like, I would love to watch a supercut of just every time Leland falls apart. It's just like, oh, very wise. He's just
I'd be
killing
surprised
it.
if that didn't exist. He's kind of freaking out. No one's helping him. They're all just kind of staring at him. But Coop and Hawk go over to help him just as he buckles over sobbing, and they turn the music off. And Hawk and Coop say they'll take him home, and he repeats home.
Let's take you home.
Oh.
Which reminds me of Dougie in The Return when he comes back. I don't know. I love that.
All of Dougie's lines are pretty much from the original series.
It seems like it. A lot of it. Yeah. Stoplight transition to credits. And that's the end of the episode.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Roadhouse is proud to welcome...
Time to give out some awards.
All right.
Let's start with the Ceiling Fan Award.
Yeah, I didn't think this one was very scary. I guess a little bit like when they showed the little video, the bite marks, the bite and claw marks on Laura. I had a personal scare because when the first time they show Leo when he's out there like with his axe, I'm like, God, Leo's got a hot body, and I don't like. It's scary to feel attracted to Leo. Not like the ponytail or
How can
anything,
you
but-
tell? He's always wearing big sweaters.
No, he had like close fitting stuff on.
Yeah, he seems like he would be your type if you cut that ponytail off.
It's pretty bad. Yeah. I actually
mean,
often
physically,
think-
obviously.
Yes,
so
well, yes. I mean, right. You know, who doesn't have a crush on Leo?
Yeah. I also felt Albert just describing all the shit that was done with Laura. I know we've already known some of this stuff, but it was more of a vibe of creepiness. Leaning in for the kiss and the showing the video of the bite marks is pretty scary.
And the like being tied to different times.
I like the direction of the kind of darkness in the woods. That is important for the show and makes everything more scary when you're seeing the transition of the trees and hearing the sounds of wind.
So you think the tree transition was to the funeral?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's good. There is an element there of the woods. There's something scary in the woods, and here's the scary woods.
Yeah, I think it's kind of the first time they talk about what's scary in the woods.
All right, the Fish in the Percolator Award.
There was a fish in the percolator.
Mine's the Albert's hilarious string of insults to Harry, which is just heart Albert, and it's so funny.
Yeah, that's good. Mine is Lucy in the scene when Coop is telling about the dream. Like, she's so funny in that scene, and my favorite part is when he says he doesn't remember, and Harry says "damn," and then Lucy also says "damn," but like quieter. Like she says like a kid swearing, like "damn."
She doesn't swear very much. That's very cute.
This is a good Lucy scene.
Yeah.
Really funny. I'll steal yours and just say this is a good Albert. Calling him a hulking boob. Like, I remember that being something that stuck with me and my friends. We would call people hulking boobs all the time.
I
love it. And it was in college. We had like a cook at the place that I worked, and we liked him. He was like a friend of ours, but he was a big guy, and for some reason, like, we just call him a hulking boob because we loved the insult so much. Probably shouldn't. It was very nice, but.
I don't know.
What are you
it's
gonna
not
do?
not
If he
nice.
didn't mind,
it's
I
fine.
don't know.
It's pretty mild, yeah. I think that Harry's just mad because he doesn't know what most of the words that Albert says mean.
Right.
He's like, I know it
I'm
means
getting
something
fed
bad.
up with your insults. Like, okay. That's just about enough. I hate Harry.
Which is a good transition into the LVP.
Right. I mean, it could always be. I mean, once again, I've been told I cannot have James be the LVP, but I think James is especially bad this time. But my LVP this time was Mike because he was just so lame in that funeral fight. It's like, why are you even there?
Mike is completely useless as usual. What about you, baby?
So I have to go with James. James is
You
like,
can't.
Yeah,
pick
James is. It's a good.
Are
James
you
can't
sure
be.
you can't pick James?
I know. I have clarified.
Because he sucks always.
Right.
So
That's like you can't pick Coop as your MVP.
Yeah.
I'll go with Doc Hayward then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's
Good one.
like just kind of in the way, and he physically assaults Albert, which is dumb. Like, what? You're an old man, Doc Hayward. Like, use your words.
Right.
Yeah, and he's a doctor, so
And
we
you're a
should
doctor.
know. We should understand at least a little bit
He
about.
should have been able to broker a compromise here.
Right.
Like,
He
we,
makes
we
it.
need
Yeah.
her, at this time. Like, that's an hour from now.
Like he
And
makes
we'll
it
leave you alone until then. Like,
so needlessly personal. Like you have no compassion. It's like
yeah, like that's not gonna work.
Yeah, what do you think he's doing?
I know, right? Would you know what his job is? Because it's important.
Right.
It's an important one. I try not to pick Harry every time. Harry's especially annoying in this episode.
He's pretty bad,
he
yeah.
really sucks. Yeah, the way he treats Albert, how stupid he is with Josie, and just all of it. Like, there's a lot of Harry here, so
It's a lot,
just very
yeah.
concentrated.
Yeah, also it's Bookhouse Boys, Harry. This is so dumb.
I know. Also, like, half the time I'm like, why does Hawk hang out with these guys?
Right. You don't have to. You just work with them. You don't have to hang out with them after hours.
Because the Bookhouse Boys are ostensibly to be combating the evil in the woods, Hawk's like, I better be part of that. Part of it. There's going to be a lot of Yahoo-ness that he probably doesn't want to be part of.
Yeah. He doesn't say much.
Right.
Yeah, he's just like, I'll input when I have something to say. But...
I mean, I'm the best tracker in town, so. If you see one-armed man, let me know.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking for him.
All right, MVPs.
My MVP's got to be Bobby.
Nice.
Bobby, yeah, especially at the funeral. Like, I mean, I like his conversation with his dad. I'm going to turn it upside down. And he's awesome at the funeral. Everything he said is true.
Yeah.
My MVP this week is Albert.
Albert's a good one.
Albert had a great week. Being very Alberty. He's so angry and grumpy. And I just think he doesn't travel well. He doesn't like being on the road.
I feel like he must be so tired.
Yeah.
No one's taking care of
He
Albert.
pulled an
Why is no
all-nighter.
one buying Albert pie, bringing him coffee? No one's taking care of him.
Albert's all business.
Yeah, but so much, I don't know. I think he
Yeah.
would maybe not hate this town so much if
Yeah.
people extended any kind of courtesy to him like the way they do with Coop. Is it just because he's not as good looking as Coop? Because that's not very fair.
Well, he's also not. I mean, he does
Yeah,
come
Coop
right
is
in.
very nice.
Right.
Like, Coop is almost too nice and too eager to bend the rules.
Yeah.
Right.
Whereas Albert's like, we don't do that. Like, this is a job and we have rules.
Yeah.
And we follow them.
I mean, as soon as he walks in the very beginning, he acts like Lucy is slowing him down. He's not nice right off the bat.
I mean, Lucy does slow things down.
She is,
but it
though.
is
But
like,
not in that scene, mean she didn't. Like,
he hasn't yet.
Yeah.
I think he just knows that she's going to.
You could just,
Right.
he's got like a correct read of every situation.
He does, yeah.
And he's sort of preemptively angry about it.
Right. We see personal growth in Albert because later in The Return, he's very patient.
Oh my god, I know. It's true.
Yeah, he's kind of a young hothead in Twin Peaks.
Right.
Yeah. He's just got such a great turn of phrase. Miguel Ferrer really nails all of Albert's lines. And he just has so much to say in such a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
In a show with a lot of memorable characters, it's really something to stand out like that.
Yeah.
It was between Albert and Bobby for me, but Bobby edges.
Oh, I'm
Albert,
surprised.
just because I love Bobby so much.
Yeah.
And because just one of my all-time favorite memes is from this episode, which is like a cereal box of Crunch Berries, but it's got Bobby's face on the captain, and it says, "Oops, we all killed Laura Palmer." Yes, Bobby. Bobby rules.
Yeah, Bobby's... I'm just surprised you didn't go with Albert just because you were so hating
It was
Harry
close.
this time. But yeah, it's a real toss-up.
It was real close.
Right.
Second place. What is it, like the...
Donna's hat is for me, second place.
My God! All right, you need to get a derby, man. Like, he is really vibing with Donna this episode. My goodness. Yeah, I'll leave you two alone.
Me and the hat.
You and Donna's hat. If you enjoyed this episode of Really Weird Stuff, please take a minute to give us 5 stars on your preferred podcast app, especially Apple and Spotify. If you did not enjoy this episode, no further action is necessary. Follow us on Instagram at Really Weird Stuff Pod, on Blue Sky at Really Weird Stuff, on our website, reallyweirdstuffpod.com, and on YouTube at Really Weird Stuff Pod. Really Weird Stuff, a Twin Peaks podcast, is hosted by Baxter and Amy Green. Music by Angelo Badalamenti, Julie Cruz, and Baxter Brugos. Produced and edited by Divine Betty Media. Thank you for listening. One day the sadness will end.